giant leap for mankind. On Luna we shall roam to the sea of tranquility. Then eagles coming home. Hey now, light the way. Hey now, light the way. Hey now, light the way. Come on, show your stars today. Rise today. One step ahead, a brand new race. Cast off, cast away. Burst across the sky. Waste on, waste away. Shine on bright, my supernova. Hey, shine down on me. Rise today, one step ahead in a brand new race. Cast off, cast away, burst across the sky. Waste on, waste away, shine on bright, my supernova. Hey, shine down on me.
What's up, nerds? We are the Chaosoid. My name is Squiddy, and I'm here joined by the very lovely Shaldini.
Oh, hello.
Hey, yes, your audio is captured. We are gonna look at a VOD review, and this is probably the most insane map of, well, one of the most insane maps of this entire series was nutty.
Yeah, it was. It's also what was seen as the turning point for the grand final. Oh, not was it grand final? The
It was,
final
yeah.
for
June
the
Joust.
June joust.
Yeah, because on this
because-
map, Fuel were a second away from winning. So, I think, and then, but Dragons won it and then continued to, then won the series. Spoilers if you haven't watched the the match, but if you haven't, what are you doing watching us? Is my point.
But yeah, so basically the story was Shanghai Dragons was trying to force this Wrecking Ball comp to work, and just like if you are a gold player or plat player like me and Squiddy are,
Yeah.
Wrecking Ball normally the more that you try to force it, it doesn't work. Unlike in the cases for us, Shanghai Dragons finally got the ball to work.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're gonna look at the game mostly from Fate's POV, but maybe from other players if they pop off. But before we get started, I will say, was Sheldini? No, you can press play. I'll do the little sponsor bit. This, and as everything else we do, is what you in partnership with Humble Bundle. If you use Humble in the chat, I believe I'll put it in. There we are. Click that link. You've got some great games on offer from Humble Bundle, bundles as well, and a little bit of anything you purchase using that link helps us out as well. And without further ado, let's get started. And Fate already doing something I wouldn't do. I would have gone to the right.
Being a quick boy.
Yeah, you just zoom around.
I was going to say the nice thing about Wrecking Ball is the fact that you do get a nice kind of like scope view.
Yeah, to be fair, that's quite cool. And I mean, Dallas win the fight basically immediately.
Fate's just trying to annoy everyone, but
yeah. Oh,
Just-
currently Humble Bundle are doing a cosplay book collection,
are they?
which is quite useful. But yeah, my main issue with Wrecking Ball is I can never get my grapples to work. I can't get them to connect immediately.
But yeah, the Fate gets a massive engage here.
The overshield Fate is able to collect is a lot, but That's a very quick coalescence from Fielder there, and
Fate's still trying to apply as much pressure as he can, but he's waiting a lot on the grapple / slam cooldowns.
absolutely.
Especially for slam, because that's quite a long cooldown.
Yeah, it is. I mean, he's already got mines, which are big, but he's the only one on his team who's got ult. They've got beat. They're head on beat, but it's remarkable to think, even at this stage, it's been a while since Dallas were able. This bull comp wasn't working for them. If you look on Twitter during the game, a lot of people were saying it was a throw.
It's still not particularly working. Let's see, he's landing these like big slams. He's getting like 3-4 people.
He's nearly got
Killed by the doable.
What is it? What's it called? Whatever his ult's called.
Minefield.
Minefield. I just want to say spiky balls. He's already got that again after just using it, and they finally get the point. But it's basically, they can't lose a fight from
They
this.
can lose one fight, but Fate has to be the first one to die.
Mm.
And now they're just trying to play aggressive, trying to get the stop the spawns.
Yeah, get that early pick off to stagger out a push onto the point. But they're having to use Izyaki's coalescence defensively. But I mean, I think what we can say about Fate's Wrecking Ball play is he is landing very fat slams. Slam downs. What are they actually called? Does it just called
Pile drivers?
Pile drivers, that's it. Because I was like, slam, that's Reinhardt.
And then he goes to the patented gold and platinum technique of just spinning around on point.
We see that all the time, but I mean, even on this first point, it did not work out well. But I think it seems more like Fate was diving in, but the team weren't quite there on that dive, in my plat opinion.
Yeah, it was just generally quite a quick round.
Yeah.
Just wasn't. Just pause it quick. There wasn't. The problem is obviously the only difference in their comp is the fact that you've got Winston and Shanghai running the Wrecking Ball.
Mm.
But because of the natural mobility of everyone, unless you're able to get someone locked into a minefield, or the minefield's behind them, the minefield doesn't have as much value as, say, like a Primal.
Yeah, I would yeah, I definitely agree with that. Chat, what do you think Fate was doing in that first round? Because to me, it was like he was disrupting play, which is great. That's what Wrecking Ball's there to do. But then there wasn't the same follow up from the teammates, but also, yeah, no kills with the minefield, which I mean is always great to get a couple. If you can get a kill or two with the minefield, that's fantastic because it helps protect point like certain areas to not allow the team to push into, if that makes sense.
I was going to say he did use it once in that regard with the initial minefield. His initial minefield was to counter after Winston dived in.
Which is probably, yeah. If you go back to it, I was about to say, he's at 90%. Yeah.
He's building up to this first one.
Oh.
Yeah. So I can get off this.
Oh, we're going fancy here.
Cute little hamster. So what ends up happening is that Winston dives in. They then minefield, and it then stops Doa and Hanbin coming in.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're able to punish Fearless
No, let's
for
have
the
a
dive.
look.
I can't remember. Yeah, he
Dives
dives in.
in. Yeah,
Minefield
minefield with beat as well.
with the yeah.
Oh, he just
Completely.
primals away. I mean, you get a primal for a minefield, which is probably a decent trade. As you say, primal's typically more impactful than minefield can be.
Yeah, and then obviously they committed B at the start of the fight. They then had B at the end of the fight, and they end up winning the fight.
Yeah, it didn't really seem Fuel won basically every main team fight that they needed to. They lost obviously the one that took it away from them, so they didn't win it 100-0. But you're okay to lose that one because you're gonna come back. You've got plenty of time later on. Oh.
What led to this fight? Because Fate didn't have the minefield again. I generally actually can't remember what happened to this fight. Oh yeah,
Oh god, I just see 4 different ults.
Look, there's one bomb. There's the other bomb.
There's a third bomb.
There's a third bomb.
God.
So
I mean,
Void gets Builder. Spark gets the remake kill.
The remake kills. So they get 2 here. 3 even.
Yeah, they win out this fight.
Oh, yeah. But it's a long stall because you got Jexa coming back in.
Yeah,
Oh.
Fielder tries to get the contest it for a bit longer.
So really, Shanghai had to throw it literally the kitchen sink into that fight to try and get anything.
Yeah, and then
which then meant they didn't have anything for this upcoming fight. Because I think I pointed out Izayaki had to use that defensively just to keep people alive.
Yeah, and then he tries to minefield the engage. But
doesn't work. Wait, yeah, go back. That did not work one bit. Because that's like, I think that's a useful tip. Minefield, a minefield from Wrecking Ball is great to just solidify a choke point. If you know a team's gonna go through somewhere, minefield it. They've got to either expend an ult or expend time to remove the mines. Unless you position it poorly, like Fate did.
I was gonna say, where's Hanbin? But I think he's hidden behind Lucio and.
He is there. He is there. Howard. Yeah. I'm highlighting it on the screen. There it is. Yeah, you can see there's a third wheel.
Yeah. Slow it down.
Yeah,
so obviously they go in. He goes for the engage. He lands a big minefield, but
they've all walked past.
Everyone.
Wait, can you go onto Jex's POV? I want to see if he does a speed boost.
I imagine so.
Yeah, he's just used it. You can see he's at the 12-second cooldown.
Speed it up here.
Yeah. I'd say.
He's on speed boost.
Slow it down now.
Yeah, literally on cooldown.
He speeds boosts them away from that, which is great play from Jexa, to be fair. That is. I know we're here more to look at the Wrecking Ball, but that's good use of Lucio there, and then Fearless just popping off on that on the primal.
I mean, it's Fearless on a main tank.
Yeah. So, Dragons are down 1-0 from this first. From I forget what that map's called.
This is Gardens, I think.
I just want to call it Bongo Town.
Bongo Town. I can't actually remember. It's downtown Mecha Base. Is it Gardens?
No, maybe.
Busan.
The chat,
No.
can you let us know what the third Busan map is called? We have no
Busan.
idea.
I am actually quite literally looking for this.
I typed in
Right now.
Busan maps and it came up with
Came up
real
with
life
Busan.
maps.
Busan. Down Sanctuary.
Ah, Sanctuary. So yeah, they won that one convincingly. So be interesting to see this next round. I think let's just play it through and then we'll go back and look at key points.
See, I feel like the other map should have suited Dragon Ball better than say like this map.
Yeah. I mean, but this one you've got the overlook onto the point, so you don't have to grapple to then slam. You can just slam and then grapple away.
Yeah, it's kind of a bit like how Winston wants to go in and then use jump away.
Because Winston doesn't want to jump in. Oh, big slam immediately. Like, I think Fate gets consecutively 400 overshields on every single slam they do.
I mean, that also probably helps the fact with Overwatch League level players, they group up, unlike Golds.
Yeah, that's true. But okay, that's a very convincing win. I mean, that first team fight. Fletter doing Fletter things.
Fletter being the messer.
Yeah.
Tried to fight Fielder, had no luck.
Yeah, I mean, but if you pause it, Izayaki has literally no ult charge, whereas Fielder's basically goes coalescence. But then Li Gong is 20-30% to beat, whereas Jexa is not even halfway there. So it's odd parities in support ults.
I mean, it
from that fight
probably helped more in the fact that Sparkle got basically instantly deleted from the fight. Gold, what didn't last much longer, and you look at like the DPS ults, you're looking at almost half an ult charge.
Yeah.
What Sparkle is 37 down, Doa is 40 down.
Yeah.
So generally, that fight just worked out way better for Shanghai, while in turn Fielder was able to get the healing done.
Yeah, I mean, the Dong's just put in the chat, Fielder is pretty heavily Moira diffing his Ayaki for most of this game. I think.
Yeah, I mean, Fielder
agree.
diffs anyone on any hero. Let's be fair. Fielder is just
the Ping King. The Ping King from season 3 is even more terrifying on LAN, or maybe more 100 ping, which is quite cool. But yeah, I think let's continue and see what happens this next fight. Well, yeah, still a bit more of a lag to the Korean servers or the APAC servers, right?
Yeah, I think a little bit, but no, Fielder on LAN is just nuts. Bit like Haddy. Haddy would land those shatters on LAN.
Yeah. Alright, let's.
So Fate goes up onto that just to get some vision.
So that's a slam that hit no one.
No, but their team just move forward as a whole. This is a really nice position because if anyone missteps, it's into the trains.
Yeah. Or just blown up quite quickly by Fearless, but I think Doa impacted a lot there.
See, the fight's still going on, and
they're just able to sustain it.
Another like 300 odd shield.
Yeah, it's with both teams. No, Dragons were still in China. It's only the American team, the East.
Yes, it's
West,
to bring them closer.
The Western teams that go to the Hawaii. APAC teams stay where they are, unfortunately. Yeah, it's a bit sad.
Oh, it's why they play in Hawaii is so that they have the lowest ping possible.
Yeah, there's that direct undersea, underfloor, under the sea connection straight to the servers, and they're 120 tick anyway, so they're pretty good. But this just allows it to be that next level of competitiveness. So Dragons were able to sustain through that fight, and Fuel burn probably 4 to 5 ultimates there.
Well, they burn coalescence, but the coalescence you don't need to count. Let's be fair.
That's a cooldown in this meta.
That's just a red.
For Fielder, definitely is a cooldown.
It's like a 40-second cooldown. Sparkle used duplicate. Fearless used primal. Hambin used bomb. But at the same time, dragons have also had to use all their big ults as well to keep it sustained.
Yeah,
It's just literally the minefield.
yeah.
So
But
given,
Dragons were in the ascendancy to keep that point, so I think that they'll be happy with that. And a good minefield from Fate here could, solidify it.
just because it's just popped up on my phone, crossplay is now available to Overwatch community.
Oh, is it today? Of course it's. Oh, yeah, of course it would be, because there's the Ash Challenge has started. Well, I said we
Yep.
wanted to do an event. I'm gonna quickly think of some during the rest of this stream for something we might do this week. Let's continue and see what Fate does on top of the theater.
So again, he's just trying to get the vision able to call. Tanks have gone in, kind of denied any follow up, but
They just move away from it. I think that just shows the support difference at Overwatch League level. They were able to very easily avoid.
and Fate just tries to touch just to get that smaller contest and
Yeah,
just
got it to
quickly
97.
97. It's one fight win. But the more important thing there is that while he used minefield, the only thing that Fuel used was beat. So at the moment, Dragons are having to dry push.
Yeah, they have no ults, but I mean, I wouldn't expect them to win this fight. You'd want Fuel to invest. They'll definitely probably invest Coalescence, but you want them to. There we are. Death Blossom
Coalescence Death Bomb.
is the one you wanted them to do. Oh,
Fate was just trying to touch point. Fate was trying to get the flank, but everyone just got collapsed on.
yeah, and he tried to charge in, but the boost.
It ran out just before.
Yeah, and then it's just like, oh, I can't now push these people and injure them.
So now he's got some of the team. He's got Fletter with him.
Yeah, they've got Echo Duplicate out for both sides. Both gone for the Divas. Multiple bombs.
Narrowly avoid that.
Not sure how the terrain coming in very luckily there. Oh, Fearless was so low.
But he got killed by the bomb.
And then Fleta with a 3k. What are you gonna do? It's Fleta. 4k.
They're just trying to contest at this point.
Oh, huge boop.
Yeah, Dallas are just trying to buy time, but
there's no hope for them really at this point to realistically turn that fight back. They're just hoping for Shanghai to, I don't know, C9 or something.
I mean, Fielder kept Jesse.
Yeah. So
in the fight for longer.
I think, can we have a look at Fleta in that last fight? Getting I think it was in the end a 5k.
Nope, need to go back. No, still a bit further.
I think, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, actually, no. No. Oh, just a bit before that.
Am I? It's a bit further in the fight.
Yeah, go on Fleta from now. Let's have a
Yeah.
look.
So they were putting the pressure onto Fearless. He kind of cuts off any of the backup runs.
Yeah, the bomb onto points made people hesitate
Stops.
going there. And then
That was just clean.
just able to, yeah, clean. Oh my god.
That boop. Then lands those like 3 mines there as well.
I mean, this is just watching a master at work, really. So I'm happy to just watch Fleta gameplay all the time. Going for the coalescing fielder. I would never attempt that as an Echo player because my aim is too trash to be confident that I won't out damage the Moira.
Can I just say though, I don't know if you saw it, but Field follows like Jesse like perfectly there with his coalescence.
Oh, let's have a look.
Like Jesse will go in now.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he was in position for
When he came back round from the tower, that is insane. I think what that's just shown is the level of mechanical skill that these players have.
but Shanghai did look much better for this individual map.
Yeah, I think the train line and having that big environmental impact definitely helps the threat of the wrecking ball be stronger. Because as you were saying, I think it was earlier in the fight where it was just swinging, and if they got out of position, he can swing them into the train. I think that makes it much more of a threat than on a
Yeah, it
sanctuary.
was.
It was early on. I don't know if I don't know if we're ever gonna find it now.
For this. This one? No.
Oh, might have been.
No. I think it was here. Maybe.
I thought it might be.
I'm trying to find it, but I don't, as I said, that's like with Wrecking Ball Harry's designs and stuff, being able to get that view.
Hmm. Oh yeah, there's the unfortunate minefield. Oh yeah, I think it might be this one.
No, it's before.
Oh, if we can't find it on this next one.
I feel like it was just the fight before this.
Oh no, it might be this. I think it is this one. Oh
No.
no, you're right. It is the fight before this one. God, sorry, chat.
Yeah,
here it is. Here we go. Yeah, having that position. If Doa's out not quite right and doesn't have teleport up, that's Doa done. And the same with Fielder on the Moira is under threat.
And all because of how unforgiving this ledge is, because it doesn't take a lot to be out of bound here.
Any of them could be, yeah.
Any of them could be in trouble if they don't have, like, I'm pretty sure Dora's just dead anyway.
Yeah, I don't think teleport would be quick enough. I think as long as Fearless, Hunbin, or Sparkle had their shift available, they'd be fine. But if they didn't, that's easy kills.
But yeah, you just look at that kind of like position there. Having that grapple there just gives you so much of this space here. Because you see, but he almost knocks Fearless off.
Yeah. Same with Hunbin. They were like being careful about it. And able to stagger the point to allow Lip to come in. I think Lip was like the only one who got the beat there from Li Gong. They somehow win this.
Yeah, they just stall out long enough for Fate to be able to come back.
And the Coalescence.
of course, the fight happens around the pillar, and yeah, they just pushed them back into the corner.
Yeah, yeah. I think we can say that does come from Fate's positioning near the start of that, with just the threat of not only the damage what Wrecking Ball can do with the slam, the momentum, I would say, but also that
Momentum,
environmental.
Wrecking Ball's general damage, and the
Yeah.
fact that he could even set up Li Jong if Li Zhong's in the right position.
Yeah, absolutely. I think let's move on to the final map, and this is the one where I cannot wait to see how close it was.
There we go.
To them winning. Because if they hadn't, if Fuel had won this map, I think we'd be having a completely different look at this entire series. I don't think we'd be looking at this in the same way.
I was gonna say, if Pure had won this map, it would have been 4-1.
Yeah.
Would have been a clean, near enough a clean sweep.
Yeah, definitely.
But instead, you have the Dragon's reverse sweep.
Or so close to a reverse sweep. A big boot from Jexa initially.
Big boot, even within the bubble.
300 over shields easily.
It's putting a lot of pressure onto Zoa.
Yeah, I can't noticing that. I think that is the biggest threat to Fate, so it kind of makes sense. The one that can chunk Fate down the most, so.
And then they take an approach where they can see what they're doing.
Using that third person perspective.
And then they just go for the quick rotate.
Yeah,
but there's so many positions for him to grapple. Look at that. He knocks 2 off the high ground.
Yeah,
boots another 2 up.
Yeah, he's doing a lot, and I think what's also key, and then right at that choke point where they were, put it down. He's so low. Huge boot, but I don't think it was enough onto the team.
No, you got Hanbin and Jesse.
Fortunately, they did not die.
No, but that's what happens when you're capable at the game. Again, this is just a fight. Despite the fact that Fate died, look at those bombs.
He's immediately back into the fight to enable their DPS to get the kills, and Doa again being heavily focused. Not quite paying off there, getting the triple, but you can see where Shanghai's plan was. After that first round, they're kind of like, right, we're going to use this Wrecking Ball, we're going to dive in, jump Doha, not give him any room, and burn him down.
But then, Fate being here tries to drag at least 1 or 2 people away.
And haven't fully. They sent Jexa, which is probably the person you do want to send. So you can always boop.
But now they're starting to rotate back.
Yeah, it allowed Fate's positioning there, allowed his
And then he minefields the front of point, so they can't engage.
Or not easily. Oh, so close. They got the D-Mech. And yeah, there's the point flip. How does this come back? How do Fuel come back from this at this point?
Get Doa, yeah.
They're so close.
I was like, what was that diva bomb? Then I realised it was just flesh.
Yeah, someone fat fingering.
I was like, Floyd, what are you doing?
And was it Coalescence from Fielder? And then see, in that situation, they didn't close down Doa first, and then they're able to get that early pick off in the fight.
No, he tries to put a lot of pressure onto Doa.
Mm.
Doa got unlucky because there's the pop-up walls, but after you lose like 1 or 2 people, the fight then kind of goes out of your favour.
Yeah, definitely. And they used a lot of bolts there. They used bomb, beat as well.
Coalescence. No, dragons. Yeah.
But then Fate.
Again, Fate
Hmm.
just touched his point.
I think this might be the last fight that just sustains constantly.
Mm.
So they've got off of the high ground. Another minefield, I think maybe more to protect its team than
Yeah,
anything else.
it was to counter the engage so that the supports couldn't follow, but he also. Yeah, they're
Dallas got 2! That is insane. So 10%. So Dallas have to, if you're a Dallas, you'd be feeling really happy right now.
Yeah, he's literally had to touch at 97, get the recontest. Went down to half of the overtime. Fate getting kind of stuck on people. Lip gets one.
Huge, but
Builder
then
gets.
oh my god. Okay, so they come through with enough kills. Don't know how they still got that. I think we need to see that re-engage after it's finished. Yeah. I think need to see that re-engage again, and from that, Shanghai then go on to win
The next 2 maps after this.
yeah, to win the Junjiao. So yeah, can we have a look at that last fight? Kind of from bird's eye view.
Bird's eye view. Yeah.
Alright, so Fate goes underneath.
A position. Fate goes underneath contest.
So oh yeah, got to halfway. Halfway. They were so close to getting the win.
Lip goes in. Both Void and Flutter take turns to kind of protect them. Uses bomb. Tries to clear anyone off that high ground.
That so kind of what was it? I need to go back and look at that. Kind of everything just happened at once.
Everything happened quite quickly.
Yeah, we might have to go point 0.75, 0.5 speed for this, because I think in real time my brain cannot interpret what the fuck is going on.
Well,
Alright, let's go.
the thing that's confused me. I generally don't know where Fletter's come from.
Wait, did he go top right? Wait, where is Fletter? F2.
Oh, Fletter's been down here.
What?
There's me wondering the whole time. I'm like, where's Fletter?
Right, rewind it. Let's find out how did we're gonna play a game here. How did Fletter end up behind Dallas? So he's at the top there. Flies.
He flies. He glides. Goes back. And then he
went down. Oh my god, that's actually really. That's huge.
That was really good play by Fletter, but at the same time,
Jaxa could have punished Fletter more.
Was there not the communication to say, by the way, there's an echo somewhere, hasn't popped up in the kill feed?
I think what Dallas's plan here was to take that early fight in that 5v6.
5v6. They don't know.
Win that. Go back to point to kill Fletter on the echo. I think that's
because the thing is when Fletter gets up there and because he's behind, he gets a duplicate.
Yeah. I mean, I think you get the duplicate anyway because there's no real persistent shield.
But he's able to, and Fate goes in.
So actually, even though I saw the poster saying, "Oh, Fuel were half a second away from winning," actually, Shanghai had 3 different points of contact on that point. If any one of them failed, you had Fate on the ball, you had
I was gonna
Fletter
say,
as a
what?
diva, and then Void as well was there at the very back if the first 2 were booped off. I think Shanghai were in full control of this.
At worst case scenario, Fletter would have touched point,
Yeah.
which would have given time for like Lee Jae-gon or Fate or Void to have touched.
Mm.
Just the fact that Fate was able to roll across and Fletter get the duplicate, then just stalls out this fight.
Yeah, and
Because
Sparkle's very low.
Lip was able to teleport from one side to the other and able to get that off. As I said, they tried to defense matrix him as best as possible, but you can't defense matrix a Moira.
No, Sparkle so very low in that fight.
However, I have noticed there is normally a trend when it comes to it. Sparkle tends to be the first. If Sparkle tends to go down early in a fight, Dallas seems to struggle.
Mm.
But I don't know if that's just because of Echo's sheer potential.
I think that could be down to the Echo sheer potential. We've seen, I mean, Fletcher's got an entire skin for Echo. You see what happens when they pop off. I mean, Sparkle was not very high at all during that last fight. Oh, we went back a lot.
No, but the point was like, yeah, this is the first fight.
And Dragons won both the maps that they won this first point on. So I think let's see if your theory stands up.
Sparkle was the first one to die in this fight.
Oh yeah, he's already dead. I was like, oh, where's Sparkle? I don't see it. He's already dead.
Sparkle was already dead in this fight. The next fight was this one.
I mean, Doha died, but that's still one of your It's one of your DPSs.
But then Sparkle, I think
they don't flip it.
No, they don't flip this one. Sparkle meant a lot.
There's a Sparkle's now as the diva right now. Double bombs on point.
No, there was triple bomb. Oh no, they do wrap up the fight eventually, don't they? I think they get to like 69%.
I mean, you say that. Oh no, yeah. Oh yeah, and Doha gets the yeah. But that's still stalling it out by 30% from when we joined it.
And then previous map, I've got F7.
Sparkle, yeah.
First fight. Not first fight. First fight.
Very low immediate. You might have to rewind that a bit more. F7, I think, is on Sparkle.
Yeah.
So Sparkle gets chunked down, big sticky bombs on Fletter, and immediately dies.
Yeah, it gets slammed up, bombs. Yeah, Sparkle gets killed. Fight's over.
Yeah, so Dragon's plan was to, rather than focus on the supports or the tank, they just rinsed through they targeted one of the DPS.
You get one of the DPS, you lose a lot of damage.
Yeah, it was either Doha or Sparkle just kept getting, whenever Shanghai were on top, just kept getting rinsed, unfortunately, for a Dallas fan. I mean, you'll take a kill where you can. Obviously, if you support, you can kill support, you go for the support. But I think that's actually quite an interesting look in terms of these comps as well as their target priority. Because I mean, we always go, let's get the supports first. They've got no healing. Let's go.
But the problem is with these comps and stuff, you are relying on Echo and Reaper for literally most of your damage, apart from maybe Diva.
Hmm. Yeah, but if you
But
attack their
Diva is
supports, the Diva's then gonna respond.
you get rid of say like Echo. It means that if you're that's a lot of burst damage countered, and the fact that if you're below half health, you don't need to be scared.
Yeah,
Because let's be fair, you're half health, you see an Echo, you're like
that beam's gonna shred me. Yeah.
Losing the DPS for Dallas seemed more impactful since the support play very safe. You're losing the DPS for Shanghai doesn't matter because you have Lee Jane Gone slapping people. Yeah, basically. Lee Jane Gone just basically walks up to them, basically takes off his glove and goes, "Good day to you, sir."
That slap has the power of 1,000 fists.
Yeah, I mean, Lee Jane Gone is not really a slap, it's a boop. It's a boop of 1,000 fists.
Yeah, that's true.
But no, Dallas seem very reliant, like given the current meta and stuff. Obviously, my guess and Reinhardt comps might see more favour coming into Summer Showdown.
No, it's
Is
the July tournament.
that's not its actual name,
It's
and
the
I'm not
July
gonna.
tournament coming up, everyone. Starting this weekend.
Um,
First
but
game is London.
when you take out like a Reinhardt comp, I feel like when you've got a Reinhardt comp like Reinhardt Zarya or Reinhardt Sigma or something like that, there's a lot of damage behind it. But it's not just solely what the DPS can do.
Yeah,
But
these are
this
DPS
comp,
centric comps.
yeah, it's not quite like the old-fashioned dive meta when it was like Winston,
The old
Tracer, Genji.
fashioned.
Old-fashioned dive.
The classic dive.
Old-fashioned dive. Because old-fashioned dive could go into the back line without. Because let's be fair, to the back line now, you look at because it is essentially kind of like a dive comp, really.
Yeah.
But you look at when season 1 dive, that was Mercy Zen. So diving the back line is somewhat worthwhile. You can't do it with Moira and Lucio.
No, because I
Lucio is
think
just
if you as soon as you land, Lucio will just boop you away.
just that. Moira will fade, or Lucio's hippity hoppity. I don't want any of that.
Just
Get off my property.
speeds boosts away and go fuck off. Yeah. And yeah, Moira's the most elusive of supports, I would say.
See,
up there with Lucio.
see, the thing that annoys me most about Moira's kit is just her ability to fade, and I don't think it's on a long cooldown either.
No, it's like 6 seconds.
So
Maybe
so
8.
as an echo, like you're on Echo, you land like all your sticky bombs. You're like, aha, and Moira's like, nope, and you're like, ah.
But I mean, this picture kind of sums it up what the focus of these comps are. You have 4 people attacking Fate, and Fate is ignoring every single one of them to get Sparkle. I mean, yes, Sparkle's 1, which helps. But I mean, I think if you go back about 5 seconds on Fate's POV, he is just targeting the fury of the hamster. He is just targeting Sparkle to take them out. Like, he's not even caring about the fact that Fearless is half or that both supports are there. It is one-minded.
Yeah, because Fate rolls back in.
Yeah, if you go on Fate's POV now, you'll be able to see it.
Yeah, Fate rolls in now, and everyone goes.
I mean, Void was chasing Fate as well, Sparkle as well, who just got a duplicate off to survive, but
But no, it is kind of like you do look at it, and it is these fights when both Echoes have ult, and all that you hear is nerf this, nerf this, nerf this, nerf this, and you're like, well, this fight has currently had 6 Diva bombs.
No, and you're like, yes, this should be nerfed.
But you also look at it without that amount of Diva bombs, with how maneuverable these comps are and stuff.
Mm.
You get 2 well-placed Diva bombs, you should cover a huge chunk of the fightable area.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah. The range of 2 Diva bombs would be insane.
You think you drop one on point here, or you drop and one here. Where do you go?
Or one above, one below that. Like, if you look right a bit, one below the I know whatever it's called, the overlook, and one above it. You are then stuck. Where do you go?
Yeah, as I said, you like drop one, say like in this area. You drop one, say like in this area.
Yeah.
Like you get like a bomb that's somewhere like mid-placed like this. It's just
You can see why it's. I would say why it's meta, but why it was meta. I wonder if we'll see it this coming weekend.
I would imagine that if we see Echo at all, we will probably see some Reinhardt duplicates. Because
Oh yeah, big slams.
big clams.
And then technically you'd have like 3 shield. You could have 3 shield tanks.
Triple shield meta.
Oh my god, triple shield meta. That sounds absolutely terrifying. And yeah, I'd say we got about 5 more minutes before we'll end the stream, because there's the England game. Even though they're already through in the Euros 2020, it's an England game, so I want to watch it. Oh no, your quality's all gone.
My quality's gone.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no, there we go. It's back. Nice. All right. Is there anything else we should apart from Lise Gong?
That's the face of the man that's gonna boop you.
I think to end it, let's show the final map, the moments that Shanghai won the game.
I need to leave game.
On Junkertown, yeah. I think let's end with this push from Shanghai.
So this should.
But
Oh, damn! Let's go back a little bit further.
Yeah, a bit before that. Let's go from here. So they're in overtime anyway.
Damn,
But now they're both running this bull comp.
They're now running mirror comps.
Yeah. So Dallas succumbed to it. So Dragons were able to push most of second point.
I should be able to see. Oh.
Yeah, like they got second point, and actually, sorry, most of into third point.
Right, I'll see like where the marker is. The marker's here.
Yeah.
Which is like a reasonable marker. You normally either get a marker here,
or
marker around this point.
I think the marker there is quite fair. Like, it gives Dallas a real opportunity to win it, because it's a bit of a longer spawn for the Dragons, but Dragons it's still close enough for them to feel confident.
Yeah, I think this should be a good angle, shouldn't it?
Yeah, I think that's a good angle. Let's go.
So, obviously, we know that Fate's game plan is that he comes in and he mines fields. Goes in, gets booped again, minefield.
2 minefield on
he
play.
Minefields to clear point, and they just walk through it because they have beat.
Yeah. Fearless's minefield was quite distributed. So the gaps between them were so wide that no real threat. I mean, I want to say Jex's beat there was perfectly timed to keep Fearless alive. God, there's just so much sustain.
There's the 4th Diva bomb, gets Fate.
Handbin out of mech, but able to head back and forth. I think Dallas might have this. Or do they? It's 3v3 with
no,
the
no,
beat.
they got the beat. They got the beat.
Fielder is down. Another minefield.
So they can't play at the backup point. Oh no, Fate's also got the minefield.
I think
The next
that was
big one.
it. Oh. Yeah, so the stalling of these comps, it definitely helps with the wrecking ball, given how quickly you're able to get in back into the fight. Because I know the death timers are 10 seconds, right?
Yeah, but
Normally,
over
but
time
for
they're longer.
yeah,
I was gonna say at
for a
that
regular
point,
hero to get back as well is about 20 seconds, but for wrecking ball, hell, you're there in 15, maybe even 14, 13 seconds.
let me find. Right.
I'll do a timer. I'll do a timer of when Fate dies to when he comes back.
Okay, so
I'll keep looking at his I don't know what to look at. His POV. Okay, no, he's
there we
dead.
go.
Got it.
So
Oh no, I start the timer.
oh, okay.
Let me
So
know when you're about to
I'll-
play, and I'll start it.
Okay, so I'm gonna press play here.
So yeah, the sustain. So it's in overtime. So as you say, respawn timers are slightly longer. It's
And
12
done.
seconds. He's respawned. But how long did it take him now to get back in?
Get back in.
Yeah,
7.
it takes him 5 seconds ish to get back in.
Yeah,
So
when you have that ult and stuff, yeah.
I think
I feel like once they moved Dallas to mirror them, I feel like when Dallas tried to copy the mirror comp, that's when it went wrong. Because
yeah,
literally most of this whole, it's not a split, but like this whole tourney, they've been playing the Winston
version absolutely
variant.
yeah.
And Dragons played a lot of the Winston version.
Yeah, they did. So it was oh
Oh, sorry, yeah.
yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot of interesting things, and I think arguably we could do so much looking at this one series. But I think we're gonna call it there. If anyone's watching this on the VOD or in chat, let us know if you want to see more of these types of VOD reviews for Overwatch League and or the pugs that we do ourselves.
Oh.
You all good there, Shalini?
Yep. No, I just clicked off it quickly.
Anything you want to add before we wrap up?
I just think it was just interesting to watch how the Fatterfoot Dragons, as a lot of people said, that they looked a whole different kind of comp when they were playing into the Winston comp.
Yeah.
And then the second that they started mirroring in, the comp just worked. But that's probably because it's a mirror to mirror matchup.
And they were more well versed in it. Yeah.
Yeah. It was definitely, as you said, Boost on was definitely the turning point. The fact that they was able to just eke it out.
Yeah.
But we then saw, not as to say a similar thing. I'm pretty sure Dragons won the first control point.
No, they won Volskaya.
Well, they won Velskar, did they?
Yes.
But yeah, as they more or less pulled off a reverse sweep.
Yeah.
Given the map, so people have obviously now started calling it the Dragon Sweep, which then Hurricanes did the other last weekend.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it'll be interesting. I think going into this summer showdown, Echo, the patch they're playing on, Echo got the nerf of 15% ult increase. So actually, maybe we may not see it as much. But Moira now has resource regeneration 3 times higher while coalescing, but ultimate cost 17%. And Reaper's got 35% life steal now?
I imagine that we'll probably still see Reaper. I reckon we'll probably see McCree. It will probably be Reinhardt or Winston with either Sigma or Diva.
Yeah.
There's a support line. You're more than likely going to run Lucio Bat.
It'll be a
or-
Lucio with someone else.
Yeah, I mean Lucio just offers so much for a team.
Mm.
Just being able to have that speed boost is probably being able to position is probably the key part of it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, yeah. But let us know in the chat or in our Discord what you think the Overwatch comps of this July tournament are going to be. Thank you all so much for watching and supporting us. Cialdini hates the July tournament. Or the name,
Yeah.
the name of it, yeah.
Yeah, I won't even dare say it. It's the summer showdown.
Yeah. But of course, before we end, all our content is brought to you in partnership with Humble Bundle. There are some great bundles. As Kiwi said, that they are doing an amazing cosplay book collection, which if you're into it, as I know some of our members are, that's a great way to get started. And I think until next time, everyone, stay chaotic.